So good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back live to the Dublin Citizens Assembly in North County Dublin in beautiful Malahide. We're starting at 55. I was asked to give another 5 minutes to allow the full completion of the survey, so thank you for doing that. It's a really important part of the deliberative democracy process, and I just want to congratulate you on embracing that process over this weekend, and indeed our first weekend. When we talk about openness, fairness, respect, efficiency, collegiality, creating that psychological safety, and equality of voice amongst the members, it was great to see that everybody's opinions were respected and that you felt safe to express them. We had a remarkable 32 individual, different assembly members posing questions and contributions, and a lot of new voices we heard for the first time this weekend. So that's really, it's remarkable, it's special, and just give yourselves a round of applause for being respectful to each other. I'd like to start off by saying a few thank yous, in no particular order. But I'd like to thank the MD, Matthew Ryan, and his team at the Grand Hotel for, again, their hospitality and their care for this Citizen Assembly. I'd like to thank Carol Gardner and Quality Matters for Carol, for your and your teams, your facilitation, your note-taking. It's a critical part of the deliberative democracy process that the Assembly is facilitated from at a local level at each table. And you've done Carol and your team have done a phenomenal job. So on behalf of myself, Art, and indeed the Assembly members, can you give Carol and the team a big round of applause? Thanks, Caroline. I've seen my first TikTok for the Assembly. I don't have an account, so it sounds like I need to get one to communicate with everybody. So to Connor and the PI Communications team, for the live streaming to Jerry, to Niall on the sound. There were some real challenges yesterday with the Zoom. You might not have noticed it, but Cathal was and the team were working right up to the hard stop of going live, and they were absolutely brilliant. So big part of the democracy is engaging with the outside world. So thanks to Connor, to PI Communications, and the rest of the team. Thank you. Ronan and Lorna for that TikTok from Q4. Thanks for making sure that we hit the headlines this weekend. There was we had the national broadcaster RTE here. TG Carr were here yesterday, as you're aware. That's really important. We were on some of the broadsheets yesterday as well, and indeed social media. So thanks to Ronan and Lorraine, to our Irish Sign Language interpreters, to Lisa and to Darren. Again, you're doing a phenomenal job, and indeed a heroic effort to keep up with John Cummins yesterday, our poet. So that was really impressive. So well done. To our expert advisory group, to Dr. Jane Suter for keeping us all in check and keeping me in check in terms of making sure we're embracing the deliberative democracy process. Keeping on schedule, keeping to the terms of reference, and indeed to our EAG, to Dr. Breed Quinn, to Dr. A. Quinlivan and Professor Derek O'Brien, and indeed to all our guest speakers. We did a phenomenal range of subjects and topics and expertise, and thanks for giving your time this weekend. So, Bulabus. Finally, to our secretariat, to Carl, Tim, Lorraine, Connor, Denise, Deirdre, and joining us this weekend, Julianne, and indeed to our Secretary General, Art O'Leary, for a phenomenal job. This wouldn't happen without them, so big round of applause. There's no need to blush, Art. Well done. Thank you very much. Thanks. He's done a great job to keep me in check, so I really appreciate his counsel and his guidance. We have a few things to follow up upon for you over the course of the week. We're going to now begin to consider the programme for our third week. We've already started into that, but follow-ups from this week will be the organisational charts, We are going to launch tomorrow. Please thanks for your patience with us. We said we'd have it done this weekend. It is done. I've had a look at it with Cathal. Just want to do some more proofing of it before we launch it to the Assembly members. But it's a great initiative. It'll be on our online portal for you, for the members, for the papers, your presentations, the reading list, the vox pops that we saw. We'll even give you a link. We were asked last night to John Cummins and some of his poetry. We'll link that as well. So just thanks for your patience, and Cathal and the team will email you individually your login code and your details. But anyway, that's at a very high level. You have the members at citizensassembly.ie, and again, for your membership, for any ideas you might have for us for the future, please do engage with us and send them to members at citizensassembly.ie. So, to conclude, we're on this journey of climbing Dublin Mountain. We've gone through session 1, we've gone through session 2, how do we do it, how others do it, and the possible options. And I thought you've really embraced those concepts over the last 2 sessions, and you've come a long way in such a short space of time. Remember, the presenters, the experts, they've conducted PhDs and doctorates in this area, and they're experts in their field. They live and breathe local democracy and how local authorities work, and directly Lord Mayors, and all the things that myself and you are learning about for the very first time. And so don't be too hard on yourselves. When you hear the voice and everybody talking, that's deliberative democracy in progress. And when you walk the room and listen to the questions that are being asked, and there's probably fewer questions being asked, which might, I don't think you're shy, that's one thing you're not. So it probably means that there's assimilation of learning. And I think you've done remarkably well, as I have, to try and understand what's going on. It's a challenging topic. So well done. And I think that when we meet again, there will be, as you reflect and read the reference material, we'll have a really powerful session. We've a bit of time now, a bit of space until we meet again in June. So I say to each and every one of you, congratulations. You're doing really, really well, and keep it up, because next session, when we meet, we need to begin to consider like what should or could it look like, and in a very, very meaningful way. We're going to have a presentation from Tim O'Connor, who was the chair of the Limerick Implementation Group, and we want to find out the lessons that group would have learned, and with their deliberative democracy process, and what can we take away from that. But the nub of it all is to get through June. We'll break for the summer recess, and we do need to come back to you with those dates for the 3rd and 10th of September. And then we'll narrow down and debate our options, agree the ballot papers, and then come again in October, vote to present the paper to our Houses of Oireachtas in November, by the close of November. So you can all relax over the festive season and Christmas, which isn't too far around the corner, dare I say. Well, we were asked to think strategically, so we're looking at the horizon. It's not that far away. So we're moving through our timetable. We're on track, which is great. We're meeting our objectives in each of the sessions, which is all down to you. We don't have to repeat any lectures or any exams when we meet again. So well done again. I'd like to wish you all a nice weekend, and thank you once again for committing to your time and your energy to our great city and county of Dublin. The work that you're going to do is transformational. We've heard often enough over the last 2 days that your work will have not a significant but a huge impact on the lives of not only the citizens of Dublin city and county, but broader than that in terms of the direction of travel for our great capital city. So well done. Have a lovely weekend. Enjoy your family and friends, and we'll see you all back again in late June. Thank you. Gurmagat.